Today, I have the beautiful Alexandra Katsubina on the Awakened Feminine podcast. She is also from Perth. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Just chat to beautiful women like you. So inspirational as well. So I'm really glad we are here.
Yeah. I was telling Alexandra before we hit record, I went, oh, I'm pretty sure she'll be wearing bright colors today. So I thought I'll wear a bright color as well today. So which leads me to ask you, can you share with our audience, just give us a quick introduction of who you are and what you do?
So hi, I'm Alex and I am a personal and fashion stylist based in Perth for now. I don't know where my journey will take me. However, I usually spend my days with helping people to understand their personal style based on their personalities, on their lifestyles and their goals, which is incredible part of it. And after working with me, I can proudly say that I do change my clients' life because they improve their personal style and they use their everyday style as a powerful tool, and they stop wasting their money into unnecessary things, and they just feel confident and shining bright every day. And and this is my biggest reward, being a personal stylist. Fashion stylist is a little bit different because it's more about the creation, it's more about the um, craziness on the set. However, mostly personal style is a powerful job which changes literally lives for people. So
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah, I'm so excited. You're my first fashion or personal stylist that I was speaking to on the podcast. And I know, it is more than just what you wear. So we'll dive into that a bit more as the conversation flows. But I just, yeah, excited for our conversation. Before we get started, though, I always love to ask my guest this question, and that is, what is your definition of an awakened feminine?
Oosh. I would say it's a very deep question, and everyone might interpret this in a different ways. However, for me, it's something what we were born with. However, on our journey, we can, if we have this passion for living, we can change it during our growth, personal growth, because as a feminine part in this world, we change during our journey so much with the different roles. And this is what I say to all my clients as a personal stylist as well, that us as women, we change actually roles about 5 times in a day. And this is crazy because we can wake up and we can be just, for example, a mom or just a girl who's going to work. Then we will be this woman who has to work. And then again, so like we're businesswomen, we are, and moms, we are these achievers as well. However, at the end of the day, we become again mom role, or if we have partner, of course, there is another role of us where we should be wife, have this sexy side on us, which is very important to not forget about these busy lifestyles we have. And it's so just powerful just to think of it, what it might means for someone. So for me, it's personally something what we can work on and we can elevate during our life journey.
Mm,
If
yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I love that. It's, bringing all the pieces of us into, well, we're multidimensional. So it's not just, you know, your mum and that's it. You're all these different things, and bringing that together and actually learning how to, you know, embrace it and grow with it is always evolving. Like you say, we're always changing as we go on our journey. So the definition will also change, and our roles will also change as we go through. So yeah, thank you for sharing that definition. Now, Alex, I'll really love to know what got you into becoming a personal stylist? What's the journey that took you here where you are now?
To be honest, COVID changed my life. And not that I just changed countries, and it was completely not on the plan, because I was in Perth about 5 years ago, and then I had a really bad breakup. And while in the Czech Republic, where I am originally, I had just this massive unhappiness and story inside me, where I just knew that my partner was cheating on me. I was about to get married with him, and then I just suddenly found out all of this truth about our relationship, that he had just 2 years like separate relationship, and I had no clue. However, all my friends knew about it, which was very disappointed. And at this stage, I was just literally hating everyone, and I hated everything. And I just knew inside me that I need to change the situation. And instead of blaming everyone, I just packed my suitcase and I came to the Australia, where I have my cousin, which is massive thank you to her, because she helped me to set a little bit here. And then I was in Perth, completely lost in my life. And I was here firstly studying English for a year and a half. And then when I was feeling ready, that I am ready to go home, I met my partner, and he's an Aussie guy. And however, everything was just a little bit too quick and a little bit too fresh. So we decided just to take it a little bit slower. And as a plan, I went back home, and I was there for about 8 months. He came into the Czech Republic to visit me, to see where I'm coming from, who is my family, who are my friends, that I am legit person. And then after he saw this, he just knew that it would be much more easier for me to come back to Australia, because I was already familiar with the country, and I could speak English, and the industry he works in is not very famous in Europe in general. So that was easy again for me just to come here. And I was like, okay, so I'll come, we try. And then COVID hit. So they basically just like shut the borders, and I was like, okay, that's done, I guess. So somehow just, yeah, the life just decided for us to be together. We are still together. It's been since COVID 3 years now. And this is where my life completely changed, because I had no visa. I came here as a tourist, and they asked me to sign papers if I want to stay in Australia without any government support, and which I said yes, because there was no life back to Europe anyway for me, because I was coming from the event industry. And so it was like, from the balance, I had to make the decision if I'm gonna stay here or just going back home. And I just decided to stay here. And this is where my journey as a stylist became, because I had the whole my life, I was just sitting on the couch and I was asking myself, okay, I can't do events anymore. there is COVID going on. I don't know for how long that's going to be. And I just took all these style courses, and I was obsessed with the all information because fashion was always my passion. And I know that coming from my grandma side, she was always the one who was putting the red lips on, and she was all about this colorful clothes. So I guess like it's coming somewhere from my past where I saw my grandma and then my mom, how they love clothes as well. And being a shopaholic myself, I was just knew that fashion is something I would love to do, but I've never thought about it as being something what could actually what I can live off. And after I took all these courses and I just understood like an every day I'm waking up and I'm so grateful that I've done this decision because it's something what not just make me happy because I have this ability to look beautiful and confident and nice myself because I create myself, but this is something what I can teach my clients as well. And it's just amazing. I'm so like, honestly, I can't be grateful enough for my decisions back to this 3 years ago where I was sitting on the couch and I basically could have done and chosen anything, but somehow I just stick with the fashion, and every day is a new day to create something beautiful.
Yeah. I so love your story. And it's funny because I've spoken to so many people about, how they got to where they are. And so many of us started when COVID hit. I was one of those people. But I mean, take out the, pandemic aside, the gift of COVID is allowing us to actually slow down, reflect, and change our lives because obviously what we've been doing wasn't working. You kind of just got stuck here because you didn't really have a choice. But the decision that you made to go, I'm not going to wallow here and do nothing. I'm just going to dive into what I've always loved and learned all that. And when you love what you do, it's not work. You're just like going, oh my gosh, I'm just absorbing all this stuff. So I want to ask you, so you were learning about fashion. So you were learning about fashion. Were you like, then how did you go, oh, I've learned all this stuff now. I'm going to go help people. How did that come about?
It was firstly when I started learning about fashion, I learned just purely for myself how to style myself and how to be a stylist for myself because this is what it was all about. However, being in Perth, and there is I don't want to put Perth down, but like a fashion is something what is very
low priority.
Yes, people don't think about clothes, something what could be very powerful. There is like which is beautiful about Perth. Like there is a relaxed mode. Everyone is so chilled, and because we are living on the beach side, it's family as well. So it's all making sense why it is. However, Perth is not Bridgetown, it's still not a village where Perth has 2 million humans around, and it's a busy city. There are money, people doing businesses, and there is almost like, because I am in these business small communities, there is a hunger of being successful. People want to do it, but people don't know how, still don't use clothes in their what is this word, like how clothes will help them to succeed faster, because and this is what I teach my clients, to start thinking of clothes not something like a food that we need for living, like just to exist, but it's about how you feel every day by putting something on you. And because since I've started, I've grown and I've built my brand. Depends on how I look, because people can recognize me now, and because they know that I am all about colors. I love gold chains, I love accessories, and this is a part of me. And this is how, if anyone thinking of me, they immediately have this connection through the clothes. And this is exactly how I want people to think about clothes. And it's not hard if you have someone like a mentor who is going just through with you all these steps. And this is what I'm trying to do. So, and now I forgot the question you gave me.
How did you decide? When did you, or how, when, what made you decide to help other people? Yeah.
It just came to me naturally, because I am a social butterfly. And for me, it's very important to go outside, to show that's my personality, that's my lifestyle. I just need to be surrounded by people. I need to be surrounded by successful people. I am not ashamed to say about it, because that's my growth. Because if you are sharing your interests with the same people who are understanding you, you are growing fast together. And that's why it just came to me honestly naturally. I just started to attending the small networking events, just putting every day this almost like a pack of cards, with the people, because I came here and I didn't know anyone. So I had to grow my friends, I had to grow my community, I had to grow this even self-confidence in me, because English is not my mother language, and there were a lot of fear to be different, because I knew that not that I'm just shining, but I also speak with the accent. I am different. I have different style. And it's almost like I am making like a revolution here for myself, It's like boom, boom, boom. But I'm just going. But because you said, if you do it with the passion, it doesn't feel that it's something unnatural. And this is exactly how I think of things. And since I've started to go to these networking events, it even made more sense that I can help people, because people asking me to help them.
Yeah, I love it. I love your journey. You just go, I'm going to do this, and then you just go off and do it. There's no like I mean, I'm sure you had to go through your own growth and stuff, but it just feels like you are just like, I'm just going to do it, and that's just how it is. And yeah. And
I have this motto in life: if you don't do, you don't know. Like, if you won't try, you don't know. If you don't ask, you won't get the answer. And that's my two mottos I'm just living with since I was a child. So for me, it's like, if I try, if I fail, okay, I tried. But I won't be sitting and asking myself, why I shouldn't, like why I didn't try.
That's so good. That's just gold, because I think we're conditioned to, one, not ask for things. I've been having conversations with some girlfriends to build our asking muscles, because we're told that, oh, we shouldn't ask for things, or if you ask for help, then it's a sign of weakness, all those things. And again, the other thing is like, we're not taught how to fail, like as in, how to pick ourselves up after we fail. So then people are too scared to try things because what if they fail and then their whole life work collapses or whatever. But I just love your mottos and how you live life. You just like, just go out and do it. And if it doesn't work, then I go and do something else,
Exactly. And if you listen to any successful person, they all will tell you that they all made their successful businesses or successful lives just based on their failures. So no one woke up, if you were not a Paris Hilton, with $1 million on your pocket.
Yeah.
And everyone is growing and everyone has these failures.
Yeah. And I mean, even with Paris Hilton, she's failed in different aspects of her life. So it's, no one's immune to failure. Is how you learn from it and how you grow from it, rather than, yeah.
I cry, I drink Prosecco, and then of course it takes time just to understand why it doesn't work or why it didn't work the way you wanted it to work. But at the end of the day, you will always find these answers, because maybe you were doing everything right, but there was just one little thing which was wrong. But once you sit down after Hanover, you just sit and you just going through all your steps, and you always find out what was wrong. So you try again, you might fail again. Yeah. You do the same process.
Yes.
But this is how you learn. And without those processes, no matter how many times you fail, you will succeed.
Yeah. It's all about trial and error. And there's an inherent fear, I think, for most people to try and make an error. So yeah, I just love that you brought that up. And with you're saying that English is not your first language, but I mean, you're doing amazing. And a lot of times, and you saying that, you're creating a revolution here, and people buy energy. Like, if I came to you and you're like, even if you spoke perfect English and English is your first language, but you just don't have that, that energy, I wouldn't want to work with you anyway. So it's really like about you and not how you speak, I mean, that sometimes might help, but it's really about your heart. People can feel the energy, can feel your passion, and can obviously see what you've done and, how you present yourself as well. And which brings me to you helping people with styling, because like you say, it's not just about the clothes. It's about everything. When you're, I haven't worked with a stylist, but having talked, I've got a friend who's a stylist, and also for myself, just knowing the power of clothing. I think I was brought up in a family where my grandma would be like, you need to be presentable. That's your face to the world. You don't want to go out there and, be all like, wearing bummy clothes, because then you give it off a bad impression. So I've always been interested in clothes, but the power of clothing, like when you have a bad day and you wear something a bit brighter, it does actually help. So can you talk through your process of when you work with clients, how it is not only about their style, but also like a way of being?
First, what I do with my clients, it's always we have a 30 minutes talk together where I am trying to find out if people actually know their life circle, if they understand what their daily roles are and where they spend the most of their time. And then I ask them, how do they want to see themselves and how they want to be seen by others? Because sometimes, even without understanding those things, without pronouncing them, we or my clients just get confused about it. So they see themselves differently, how they want to present themselves to others. And this is where the main point became, and I opened just my clients' firstly eyes of understand themselves. And then when I start working with them, it's wardrobes tells me personally, because I'm a stylist psychologist because I can see through clothes sometimes more than people think. And I know that some people are trying to position themselves as, for example, independent, strong woman. But when it comes to their wardrobe, I found they're just pure pink blouses with flowers. And I'm like, what you have completely doesn't go in with what you present. And you can't present yourself based on what you have. And they are just, that's the funniest part, because like I think a lot of my clients are just like, they have this like a minute when they're like, oh my God, like because they buy these things, and because it's just their brain just doesn't understand this information, they are not able to see it properly. So when I put it just like this and I say, this is what you want, but this is what you are, and it's just like, boom. So, and then I ask, so what you want to be, this or this? And then we start actually going even deeper into this, because you might want to be this confident and independent woman, but you still want to be very feminine, and you want to present yourself as someone who is soft. And me as a personal stylist, this is where my job comes, because I need to combine those things together to make my client feeling the most comfortable in the way how they want to see themselves and how they want to present themselves to others. Does it make sense?
Yes. It makes complete sense. I'm just thinking, like, do you ever go, like you were saying that you bring those two aspects of, how they want to be seen and what they're, what they are right now together. Do you also help them kind of like get clear on who they are? Because I'm just thinking, this is just coming to me as you're talking, because for me, like how you want to be seen and who you are, technically it should be, congruent and the same, because you shouldn't be presenting yourself as a different person to who you really are. Do you know you didn't get what I'm getting at?
You shouldn't, but a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
And this is
like, do you help them dig further into like, why do you want to be like this when you, like, your wardrobe's telling me this? Like, what, do you help them with their mindset work around actually bringing them back to who they are at that core? I'm just asking.
No.
Yeah.
I try to. However, I am a stylist. I am a bit of psychologist there, but I can't go deeper into something more, because I am not an expert on giving people advices. And sometimes even clothes help us to hide ourselves as well.
Mm.
So, and you, because you can have such a trauma from some past, you just don't want to be seen. I just had this one masterclass I was giving, and there was a lady, and she came to me after masterclass, and she asked me, Alex, where can I find clothes where I look good, but people don't compliment me? And I'm like, sorry, that's not my job, because I make people like compliment. And I said, unfortunately, you can, if you want to look good, you should be able to receive compliments, and there is not a bad thing. So I think what I did, I recommend her to maybe find a specialist in the area where they will work on her self-confidence, because I can't just change it with a pair of jeans. It's definitely something more deeper than I will be able just to bring in 3 hours of cleaning her wardrobe. And unfortunately or thankfully, my job is about to make you seen, to make you feel confident. And if you feel confident and if you look good, people start, they see it and they compliment you. So unfortunately, I can't make this aspect just like, I will make you look good, but you won't receive compliments. Like, no, I can't do that.
That doesn't even like make like connect in my head. But yeah, no, thank you for being honest and talking about that, because it was just coming into my head. I'm like, oh, okay, how does that work? So thank you for clearing that up. But I mean, what you do is powerful, because like I said, being able to bring those two aspects together and people going mind-blowing, going, oh, like that doesn't match. Okay. So when you do you do like color matching as well for your clients and things like that? So I know you love bright colors and you look amazing in bright colors. So whenever I think of you, I think bright. So today I was like,
I just have this magic box,
okay,
which I bring to my clients, and because it's actually not just easier for me just to show them what color suits them, but it's actually because sometimes I found some pieces in wardrobe which I can clearly see we can match with the different colors and it will look good. But when I explain to my clients, they just like looking at me like, I can see they can't see it as clear as me. So for those reasons, this magic box is just amazing, because I can always clearly see, like show them that, look, this is what I mean. This color goes with this, with this, with this, and you can pair it together. And they're like, okay. So I love to show to my clients how it actually works, because I am all about colors, and colors bringing us joy to our life. And there are not so many people who are brave, I would say, to wear lots of colorful pieces, but they're not brave because they don't know how to work with color. So most of my clients are asking me exactly to show them how to pair and how to play around with colors, because 90% of my clients' wardrobes, it's just pure black, white, gray, blue. This is what I see, but people want to be shine, and that's why, yes, I am different, but because they can relate, because they want to be seen and they want to use this color as a powerful tool, they come to me, because they can see that I wear colors with confidence and I can put the whole rainbow on me and it will look good, because I know how to style it, I know how to work with it, And for those reasons, these people are coming to me because they want to do the same, but they've never had this ability or knowledge how to do it. And this is what I come there with my magic tools and I show them how to do it.
Yeah, I love that. As you were talking, I just wanted to ask, because you go in, look at their wardrobe, do you find like when you work with clients that you have to get rid of a lot of things and help them buy a lot of things? Or do you find that it's more a matter of actually piecing the things they have together that they don't know how to piece together?
That might sound very bad now. I'm sorry, I am not a bad person, but people how to
Just
put
say
it like in a diplomatic way. People are not able to throw away their old clothes.
Yeah.
And they literally pay me to come and to rid of their clothes because they don't have this emotional strength to do it themselves. And when I come and they paid me, they have no, I'm just, of course, as a stylist, I'm trying to save their pieces, which are good. However, unfortunately, most of the time, it's just such a mishmash of old fashion and old clothes, which me as a stylist who has all this knowledge for 2023, and I truly believe if you paid me to be your stylist, I should do my work. But I understand that I can't just come, just like put the fire because this is what it's not what I can do, but I always make a deal with my clients by saying, look, your wardrobe is something what we can't sort of make looking fresh and stylish at the moment if we won't add those and those pieces. So for those reasons, I always recommend to my clients to buy the full package with me, where I come to your wardrobe, I throw everything away, but we not throw everything away. I just work with what you have and save the best pieces in your wardrobe. But because, there is a one styling rule, you have to pay your best things with the best thing.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I can't make, and this is what I said just not long ago on my masterclass as well. People are expecting me to come and make from their old wardrobe, like 15 years old, some magic. And this is where I say, it's something what you will be asking chef to come to your fridge where you have just rotten pieces to make you fresh and nice food. Is that possible?
Mm.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And this is exactly how the wardrobe works. Because I can't make from your 15 years old fashioned style clothes something what is wearable nowadays. Of course, I will do my best to do so. But for those reasons, I always recommend to my clients just to purchase exactly the package where after I throw away a lot of things, but we will replace them with a couple pieces, but those couple pieces will cover 100% of those million pieces I just throw away, because they will be exactly the base which you will be mixing and matching with what you have already in your wardrobe. And you will have this ability to understand colors, what body shape you are, what suits you, what sort of accessories you have to go through. I also recommend sometimes even to change the hairstyle because I can see people, and it's a very important part of it, like how people, they're like, eyebrows, they just there. No, like this is the full package we have, what we have to work with. And without this, we won't make this. So with this one package with me, which is very affordable, it's $600 now, but you are going out with the ability of, and my package calls new you, and this is exactly what it is about, because you are coming with the new you into this world with the completely knowledge about yourself. So that's how I work. This is how I love working with my clients. And my goal is not to throw everything away from your wardrobe. No. But my goal is to make you look good nowadays. And I'm not talking about trends here. I don't want my clients to spend on trends. No. If you want to spend your money into trends, yes, but you have to understand that trends are going in and out in about 2 weeks. When something was very trendy, like in 2 months, it won't be. So if you want to be trendy, cool, but I will show you how to mix this trend if you wanted to bring it to your life with this fundamental wardrobe we've created already. It's like spices, you know, it's like adding salt and pepper, because some trends are we can relate to and we want to wear them, but with the knowledge of how to use them, you can use them correctly.
I just love everything you talked about. And I love the analogy of, you know, can you create fresh food from rotten food? Yeah. And I was going to ask you, but you already answered my question, is actually not about, you know, bringing in the latest fashion, is about bringing in what is suitable for you. And if the latest fashion fits in, then you can add that sprinkle in. So I love that you know, reiterated that, because people are like, well, you know, it's 2023 now, but 2024, am I going to completely change? And I guess if you change, then you can then change. But, you know, you've got that foundational wardrobe that you've helped them create. And it's so funny, as you were talking about throwing things away, I'm like, it would be really fun if you, like, you know, just set up a bonfire and just threw all those pieces in and dance around it and go, bye, hold me. That was the image that I had in my head.
Just dancing around, just saying mantra, go
throw all the old stuff away. Burn it.
Yeah. Now, it's just funny, to work, and every wardrobe brings actually some self-education of myself. And this is why because I'm very honest person myself, and I have to be very diplomatic. This is what I've learned, like, through my entire life. And for those reasons, I also do volunteer in a Dress for Success, when I took this opportunity as my personal growth as well, because those people, they don't pay me to give them in a styling advice. And those people are going through very difficult times in their lives. You know, that people who are coming from the domestic violence, that people who are coming from prisons, and you don't want to joke with those people. You know, it's like, I'm not saying that we are all different. However, the words you are using towards these people, because in this volunteer process, I have to ask my clients if I can even touch them to help them with the zip, because they might feel very unsafe if I'm very close. So, and that's why these moments in volunteering and talking to these different people with the different stories, it makes me as a self-growth to be even more diplomatic. So I use this and I bring this into my clients who pay me. However, with my paid clients, I have to be a little bit pushy, because this is where I'm like, that's my job. You paid for me. Like, you paid me to do it and I have to do it. Like, what's the point then me being here and just do not do my work? Like, so sometimes I have to be a bit pushy, but with the ability to put it into very diplomatic way, I have this nicer way to present it.
Yeah.
And just walking around, just play. But you always feel the energy of your client. So for those reasons, I always do this like 30 minutes so talk. If we just match, because I don't want to come to someone who will be unconfident and won't let me do my job, because they will be proving me wrong, that no, you can't throw this away, no, you can't. And there are pieces for my clients where I understand that they want to keep it, but I always tell them, we just bring them into the memory box. And you always have this in the special box, in your special spot, but those pieces are not just in your everyday wardrobe, making your brain confused that you have a lot of pieces in your wardrobe, but you have now finally what to wear, because this sweater, which your grandma made for you 20 years ago, you can't just wear it now. And you don't want to wear it, but for some reason it has the special place in your wardrobe and you are watching it every day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I love that. So for people that listening that go, oh, I need to work with a stylist, I need to work with Alex. Do you, when in terms of then you taking your client shopping, or do you cater for all budgets, or like, yeah, so you won't be just shopping at high end, or like, it's kind of like depending on your client?
We discuss all these things beforehand, because I don't want to make my clients feeling uncomfortable and bringing them to Chanel where they can afford Kmart, like it doesn't make any sense. So for while we talk, I usually work with the mass markets like Zara, H&M, Uniqlo, all these brands, which are very affordable, but I am sure about the quality and I'm sure about the pieces, because prior going shopping with my clients, I am going shopping myself, that my clients just come and they have already everything prepared, that they're not wasting their time walking with me around. But once they come, we have this 2 hours where they just trying on these pieces, what I've prepared for them already, so that we are not browsing 6 hours around and getting frustrated together. No, but if my clients just like something, I explain if we can try it on, or if this is something what is old lady we left a couple weeks ago in the wardrobe, and we are coming with the new you here, because this is where my clients getting confused, and it's a habit. Clothes is a habit. We are used to buy pieces for ages just because we don't know how to bring the new style in our life. And that's why exactly people should work with stylists, to have this ability to understand the new way of how they should look at the clothes.
Yeah.
I think I'm talking.
It sounds so fun. Like, I'm just like, We need to work with Alex.
I'm
Just for
here.
fun. Yeah,
It's
I
so much
know.
fun.
Yeah, so much fun. I love shopping, so it would be
I pay
perfect.
coffee as well.
I'm just looking at the time, like, oh, I want to ask you more questions, but I'm just looking at the time. Alex, before we wrap up, I'd love for you to share with our audience what you'd like them to take away with them from our conversation.
If you are watching, listening, whatever you do, please change the thinking of stylist, because this people still have this thinking that stylist is for celebrities or stylist is something what you can't afford. No, stylist is affordable, and what more, in a long term timing, I save you money because you have this knowledge what you should buy and just not waste your money again on. And we are all celebrities. We are all our own celebrities, because you, for your kids, for your moms, for your parents, for your friends, you are the celebrity. And this is how exactly you should look at you. You don't need to earn millions of dollars to hire stylists, because let's be honest, we all want to feel good and confident every day. And this is what stylists exactly do, just bringing your personality out. And after working with the stylist, you will feel 100% better, because you will shine, but not without feeling that you broke the bank, because the good stylist is talking with you about your budget limits, about what you are comfortable in to wear. So if I love colors, that doesn't mean that you will look exactly the same like me. No, we are building the wardrobe based on your needs, on your goals, on your personality. So that's.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And as you were talking, this phrase came up. You don't need $1 million, but you will feel $1 million.
Yes, exactly. That's.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It just kind of came through. So I thought I'll share that. Thank you so much, Alex, for this beautiful and fun conversation. If people want to, find out more about you or how they can work with you, where's the best place to go?
Go to my Instagram, Shine Bright Alex, Shine _ Brian _ Alex. That's where I am spending the most of my time. You can follow me if you are not ready to work with me personally. You can still find a lot of fashion tips and tricks, which I give there for free. I also making some styling reels. From most of the time it's just mass market, how you can wear one things in the 3 different ways. So it's more educational and expertise Instagram, where you will find a lot about me and my style.
Awesome. And Alex has lots of fun videos in there. I've definitely gone through and watch a lot of her videos. So yeah. Thank you so much once again. It was really fun.
Thank you so much.